Hi guys, this is Lynn Schmidt, your graphic design teacher, and I'm going to show you the intro of how to make a collage using Photoshop. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new, and we're going to come over and we want the width at 11 inches, the height at 8.5 inches. Our resolution is 300. RGB color. If yours isn't that, you can drop down. All right, 8-bit white, and your color profile is Adobe RGB. These are the industry standards. So this is kind of, once you get it set up, you kind of don't have to do it again. And here we go. Now, part of this assignment, I have attached images, so hopefully you've downloaded those onto your computer. If not, stop here and then get those on. Then you'll go to File, Open. You'll find your mountain picture, and there it is. You're going to get your Move tool, and you're going to click, hold, and drag it up over the untitled. Now, this is beginning that vector raster conversation we had. Photographs are always raster. However, the new Photoshop allows you to make them into vector objects. So you're going to go to Layer, Smart Object, Convert to Smart Objects. Smart Objects are my favorites. And over here in the layers, you can see a little icon that says that's a smart object. All right, I'm going to make this bigger. And whenever it's a smart object, making it bigger and smaller does not lose information. Also, when it's a smart object, you have a big, huge X across it, and then you'll hit Return or Enter. All right. Now we're going to go over to the side and get our polygonal lasso tool. And I'm going to make it different this time. And no, I'm not. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start in between these trees, and I'm going to, I didn't check it. There we go. Now it'll go between the trees, and we'll click, and then drag it down to the side, click, straight over, click, straight up, where they meet, click. And then you get the marching ants. Now, we want this to stay a smart object, so here's something new we're going to do. If you go down to your layers palette, you're going to, right next to the FX, you're going to see something that looks like a white rectangle with a circle in the middle. That is a mask. You're going to click on that. And you see, if you look in your layers, we have created a mask for this. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to layer, duplicate layer. And you can call it whatever you want, second mountain. Okay, and you see up here, we have second mountain. Now we're going to go to Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. And there we have the image on both sides. It is a mirror image of what is there. All right, so we've got our two sides. Now we're going to go back to our mountain, get our Move tool, click, hold, and drag, and drop it. Go to Layer, Smart Object, Convert to Smart Object. Now we're going to be able to drag it over and drag it up so it'll be bigger. And hit Return or Enter. We're going to get our polygonal again. We're going to choose in the center. Click and drag down 1, 2, 3. Marching ants. Come over here. We're going to click and put a mask on. It's right next to the FX. Click, and we've got our third mountain. Now, we're going to go back to this one. We're going to select this one. Okay. We're going to get our Move tool, and we're going to make it smaller. All right. Maybe we'll make it a little bit bigger. I'm using my arrows to make it go down. That looks good. I'm going to hit Return or Enter. Then I'm going to choose the other mountain. Now, we need to get those mountains the same size. So if you go up, if you don't have your rulers up there, if you go to View, Rulers, and check that, you'll be able to see it. I'm going to click in that border and pull down a line that goes right to there. So now I know how big to make my other mountain. So I'm going to shrink it down. Hit Return or Enter, and then move it over. Okay. Now, to make that go away, all you have to do is, if you scroll over it, you'll see a two-headed arrow. If you click on that, you drag it up and it's gone, but you don't have to. Sometimes they confuse me a little bit. All right. We're going to go back to our first one, which is right there. And if you look over at your layers, you're going to see this one has brackets around it. And now click on your mask, and you see now that has brackets around it. So make sure the brackets are around it. You're going to come to the side. You're going to get your paintbrush. You're going to click on that arrow so white is at the top. No, you're not. You're going to leave black on the top. You're going to want a fairly small circle. Remember the bracket keys right next to the letter P on your keyboard. And then I'm going to click between these two little things, half on, half off. I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to hold my Shift key down so I get a perfectly straight line. And I've shifted. Okay, I have a little bit there. Okay, so now we have drawn a line. Now let's go to your second mountain. Click on your mask. Make sure you've got your brush tool and black. Your brush half on the big one, half on the little one. And hold your Shift key down. And we've got our lines drawn. Okay? Now, We're going to go up to the big one, our top layer, which is our big mountain, and we're going to punch the eyeball out. Boop! When we punch it out, we can see where we need to erase. So we're on second mountain. We're going to use our tool and we're going to paint out that extra. And I'm going to just clean up my points here and here. Actually, I'm going to hit, if you double click on the magnifying glass, it gives you a fast zoom. Then you hold your space bar down and then you can get in the nitty gritty. And I'm going to go here. You know what? I'm just going to go here and then go down here, holding my shift key down again. There, I got a sharper one. All right, we're going to scroll over to this one. We're going to choose our layer 1. Make sure we select the mask. And you can paint that out. Okay. Let's punch the eyeball out in the middle. Double click the hand and it makes it big. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move those in. So I'm going to click on my top layer, my move tool, and I'm actually going to use the arrow keys. Oh, I chose the wrong one. All right. We're going to go that one. Again, the arrow key to move it over, little bit at a time. Then choose layer 1, the arrow key to move it in over a little bit at a time. Okay, there we go. We're going to go back to we're going to go to the top. We're going to go back to our mountain. We're going to click and drag and drop it again. We're going to go to Layer, Smart Object, Convert to Smart Object. I'm going to make it a little bigger. And this time I want to make my selection from somewhere different. Where am I going to make my selection? Okay, I've got that, I've got that. All right. I'm going to make it a good bit bigger because I want to zoom in on this little area here. Hit return or enter your polygonal tool. Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm going to go back to my move tool. Ooh. All right. I want some mountain and some clouds. So I'm going to select over here. Polygonal tool. Click at the top. Drag down. Straight over. And up and meet at the point. Then go down and put a mask on. And I've got my little mountain. Okay. I'm going to go and I'm going to slide it over here and down. Excuse me. And then I'm going to shift this, that layer 3. I'm going to drag it down so it's below layer 1. There. I've got to make it a non-smart object. So let's go to Layer, Rasterize, Smart Objects. Okay, now let's see if I can apply it. Apply Layer Mask. There we go. Ta-da! All right, now we can go to layer, duplicate layer, and call it back mountain. All right, and then we can go to edit, transform, flip horizontal. There we go. And then we'll just trot it right over. Now, you see, as we pull it over, it give us that little line, so we know that we've got it in the right place. All right, now we're going to go and we're going to add a layer. Okay, we're going to get our brush tool again, and we're going to put it down where the big and the small meet, and then we're going to run it down to the bottom, and then we're going to run it up to the side. Okay, then we'll get our move tool and we'll use our arrows to get it exactly where we want. And we're going to choose layer 3. Add a mask. Get your paintbrush. Click. Down at the bottom. Click. Up to the side. Click. Oops. Click. There we go. Again, we can get our move tool and get that where we need it to be. So, double clicking on the hand, we can see our picture exactly the way it is. I'm going to make that smaller so you can see it. All right. New part we have to add, so go to File, Open. You're going to choose Woman in Coat. You're going to double click on the hand, and that will make her fill the space. This time I'm going to show you how to select out an object. So over here, it should be right, let me see if I spread it out, okay? I'm not sure how you have it in yours. But what you're looking for is this little paintbrush. It may have a wand on it, but it's the 4th from the top. You're going to hold on it and you're going to choose Quick Selection Tool. And that's going to give you a little paintbrush. I'm just going to use my bracket key and make it bigger and then smaller. All right, you're going to click, hold, and drag down the figure, you know, kind of like you're brushing something over top of it. Now, the cool thing about this is the tool can actually learn. Okay? So, if you look at it, and again, I'm going to double click on my magnifying glass. Oh, no. Why am I not? All right, there we go. All right, if I look, I'm using my hand. All right, see it came inside. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my wand and I'm going to make it a little smaller so I have a little more control. And I'm going to brush it. Uh-oh, do you see it went all the way out? Then we're going to go for our minus up at the top and we'll just pull it back in. So even though I'm going to go back to my plus, all right, that looks good, that looks good. All right, I've got to go to my minus, comes down, I want it a little bit out. I'm going to go back to my plus. I'm going to get this smaller using my bracket tool right next to the letter P. All right. Yeah, you see everybody texting me. Won't they be pleased? All right, I want to get that little part. Then I'm going to go to my minus tool, pull it in around her fingers, up inside. Okay, go to the plus. So you'll just kind of go back and forth, back and forth. Scrolling down. All right, I need the minus. And in order to get those marching ants off, you just kind of scrub against them. Space bar. But yeah, you can actually teach this tool a little bit because it will, it's really cool. All right, I'm going to get the plus. All right, I'm going to come down here, look at the shoes. Got to pull down that heel. Fix the bottom. Pull down the sole. Get my minus. Okay, around the toe. Get my minus. See if I can smooth that edge a little bit. All right, let's scroll up, up, looking for those marching ants, all the way up. Her face looks good. All right. Now, once you did the best you can, oh, no, I didn't. Okay, that shoulder comes out a little bit further. All right, select and mask. Okay, so it shows you what you got. And do you see right here where I missed it? All right, I've got to brush over that so I get it. If you don't see the red, if you go to the side where it says view, the red overlay is actually my favorite. Okay. Then we're going to click on Smart Radius, and I'm going to move this over. And do you see how it pops the line in a little bit? Mine's at about 2. Okay. And then I'm going to scroll. Oh no. 2. All right. I'm going to beef up my contrast because I want a nice crisp edge on this. Okay, I did notice, look in here, because this is who I am, I like freak out about the little hole in her hand. So yeah, I totally want that. Let's see. Making sure. Okay, that's good. Oh no! Oh no! See, this is where I go a little crazy. All right. Then let's slide down. And you're going to make your selection a layer mask. And then you're going to hit OK. All right. Once you get out, double click on the hand. And you see you have got your character. Okay? Now, you're going to click on your Move tool. You're going to click, hold, and drag it over to this layer. And we want her, where is she? Here she is, layer 4. We want her at the very top. And we're going to change our name to woman. All right, so she should be on the very top. So when I bring her down, she's big. Well, she's not. She's small, but I want her bigger. Now, first thing I'm going to do is she's facing in the wrong direction for me. As a graphic, I want to pull the viewer's eye back into the image. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go Edit, Transform, and then Flip Horizontal. And she's looking the direction I want her to. Then I'm going to go Layer, Smart Object, Convert to Smart Object. All right, now I can make her bigger and not lose the resolution in this picture. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments. I can't do it. Oh, yeah, I can. Black and white. Let's move this over on the side. Now, we have more choices. We can click the drop down. We can see what she looks like in blue. No, I don't like it. It's not enough. Darker. Ooh, that's kind of contrasty. I'm going to remember that. Green. Not really. Red. Ooh, I like that one. Lots of contrast. Yellow. Oh, that got some more definition into her jacket. But go through, find the one you want, and convert her to black and white. All right, now we're going to go to File, New. Oh, no, wrong. We're going to go File, Open. We're going to choose our fish. Now, the nice thing about it is it's already been cropped. It's not a good job of cropping, but I don't care. All right, so I'm going to hold that. I'm going to go up to the top, and then I'm going to drop my fishy down. First thing I need to do is I want to Layer, Smart Object, Convert to Smart Object. Now I got a smart fishy. So I'm going to make him smaller. And I'm going to move him. See, she's going to be watching those fish swim. She's like, what on earth is happening? Okay. Now, Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. And I got another little fishy. This one I'm going to make smaller. Okay, because maybe he's going to be further in the distance. All right. Now, if he's in the distance, all right, I need him behind that mountain. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to drop him below the biggest mountain so he's swimming from behind. All right, then I'm going to go to Edit, Paste. Oh, I've lost him, but I found him. All right, so here's my other little fishy, and he's going to be teeny weeny fishy. Now, those are kind of getting in my way. If you go up here, Transform Selection, all right, see, it's like way back there. All right, and then Edit, Paste. Where did he go? I don't even see him. Edit, Paste. All right, I'm going to bring him to the top. There he is. Oh, I know why I couldn't. I didn't have his transform. Okay. And maybe I want him bigger. Massive fishy. I don't like that. Maybe I'll put him way over here and put him behind the woman. Oh, where'd he go? Did he go down too far? Yeah, he did. Oh, I found another fishy. Oh, I like him much better. All right, is that him? I'm going to do away with him. Punch the eye out. All right, there is your image. I'm going to double click so we can see the whole thing. All right, there is everything. Now, I don't like where it's placed on the picture, so I'm going to click on the top picture, hold my shift button down, and click on the final layer. I'm going to get my move tool. I'm just going to kind of move it so that it's placed better on the screen. All right. Now I'm going to click on my background, and you notice there's a little lock. That means the background is locked, but I'm going to double click on it and hit OK. And now the lock is off. I'm going to go over to the side, and I'm going to get my eyedropper tool, and I'm going to pick a color for the background. All right, it's that orange. Okay, but I want it really soft. Not that soft. Not that soft. Okay. Ooh, now I'm getting it. All right. Do I want it there or do I want it there? All right, then I'm going to get my paint bucket and I put in the background. Okay, if you want a different color, I don't like that. That's too, I don't know though. Let's see, depending on what you were selling. All right, that's not bad actually. And then again, if you want to change the opacity, like the darkness of it, you can actually make it softer so that when it's displayed, I'm going to actually add another layer below this that I can turn to white. So that you can see how I like that green. I do. Okay. All right. So that's it. Again, you're going to go File, Save As. You know, I'm going to just do mine. First initial, last name, underscore. And this is going to be Collage. And one is Photoshop, and then one as JPEG. Turn in the JPEG for me. All right, that's it. Talk to you later.